Welcome to another edition of the Bombastic podcast. I'm your host, Imani Wilson. Welcome. This is episode number 25 of the podcast. Season 2 so far is just churning along. It's kind of weird, I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like I'm, I don't know what's the best way I can put it. Like right now, I've just been like in the strangest place, and I think it's just because I know the holiday season is coming. The holiday season is coming, and more than anything, I think this is just the time of the year where a lot of people look forward to a lot of travel, a lot of food, a lot of festivity. I mean, right now, the weather outside is remarkably mild. It's just simply fucking brick. And more than anything, happy Disney Plus Day. Happy Disney Plus Day for all of you Disney, House of the Mouse, Marvel, National Geographic fiends out there. You got your wish today in the streaming service of Disney Plus that launched. And how I'm able to go ahead and tie into that segue is because this time of the year, you spend a lot of time with family, watching films and plenty of series, and then most importantly, being able to sort of feel that bit of nostalgia from your childhood years and celebrating the holidays, whether it means Disney classics, because Disney Plus has all of your favorite Disney classics up there. Everything from Gargoyles to Little Mermaid, everything except for Song of the South. So, pretty much with that being said, honestly, for me, my take with Disney Plus, just to be short and sweet, I think it's definitely going to be a streaming service. I mean, obviously, it's already huge. It crashed on the very first fucking day of launch, which I mean which granted is going to happen with any popular service, anything that's highly anticipated. The servers are always going to absolutely crash, just because the amount of traffic and throttling and that many people just jumping on at once. Yeah, it's hard to really, work around that. But I personally think that with all these different streaming services, look, I'm going to be honest with you. Something's got to give. I just recently started paying for streaming services because, whether it be old friends, current friends, not everybody has every single service. So at this point, we got to divvy it up. And I know that's what most fucking people are doing. Most people have it to where now it's like I'm on one friend's Netflix, I'm on another friend's Hulu's, on another friend's Apple Music. At some point, you just have all of these different streaming services, and they've pretty much replaced channel packages now with cable. So, some point, it's gonna have to motherfucking give. At some point, you're gonna have to go ahead and take away one of these things for something the fuck else. At this point, I'm gonna get Disney Plus. Because if for nothing else, I'm going to get it for the Jeff Goldblum show. Because at that point, I look at it this way. I mean, dude is pretty much the epitome of how to stay swaggy well into your golden years. So yes, I'm going to watch the how-to guide of how to be a silver fox. And I'm only 29. So yeah, I'm going to definitely be in it for the Jeff Goldblum show. I guess the Marvel series themselves, I'm kind of interested to see what this WandaVision thing is about. Hawkeye might be interesting, I guess. But most notably for me, the What If, which is pretty much nothing but just like a fanfic version of the Marvel universe. So that one's going to be really, really cool. But yeah, for me, when it comes to Disney Plus, you're going to want my streaming service. You're going to have to go and pony some shit up. I'm thinking at that point, you might have to come at me real proper, like, and I think you might have to come at me with, I don't know, you're going to have to maybe raise me, maybe a Hulu, maybe like a Viceland, and then maybe some other, like, sort of like music streaming service, something like that, because I don't even really want my Apple Music like that to begin with. I don't like the idea of paying for all these different streaming services, so you're going to have to come at me proper when it comes to these sort of things. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. But, yeah, it's a really exciting time right now. Just today, there's just been so many things that have been happening in the last, like, couple of days to, like, week, if you will. I mean, beyond, the countdown to Thanksgiving, which is ultimately the countdown to Christmas, which is ultimately the countdown to New Year's. We got the revamped version of Sonic, which, let's just be real. This is the accurate fucking depiction of Sonic. Not that weird, look, whatever the fuck human-like Thank you for all my folks who, have great SAT scores. You know what I'm trying to say. My words are tangled up. That weird humanoid version of Sonic that we had before that had the weird fucking, chompers and just looked a little strange. Now we have the one that looks like he's from, Sonic 3D Blast from Sonic Adventure, the more video game version of Sonic. But here's my only quarrel with that. You ever notice most movie trailers are the two ways now? They either give you too much of the fucking movie already as it is. Because this trailer I felt was way too long. It's way too long. Especially for a film like this, there's not going to be that much depth with a Sonic film. So don't give me all the cool, funny, quirky shit he's doing all up front. Surprise me. Give me a reason to come out there, which is going to be on a matinee, by the way, because I'm not fucking seeing it Valentine's Day, because the fuck. So give me a reason why I'm going to come through on a random Tuesday afternoon or maybe a random Sunday morning and see this movie. Don't give me all the funny, crazy, zany shit already. Because like I said, movie trailers are two ways. They either give you too much or they give you too little. I would have rather the too little. Just show me, the idea of something's coming. And then you see, Robotnik for a brief bit, then you see James Marsden for a little bit, and then from there you see maybe you hear the zooming around, you see a brief charge up, you hear the ring noises, you see the shoes, and then you look up, you see the smile, the eyes, the face, Sonic. That's it. Give me that shit, because then now I get goosebumps, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm about to look forward to. I'm looking forward to this shit. Don't give me everything already. Because once you give me everything already, now I'm sitting back in the theater telling myself, well, wait, I know this part. This is the part when he says, no. So, as far as the Sonic movie goes, I still think it's going to be okay. I'm not running to the motherfucking hills thinking that it's going to be one of the best comedies or one of the best video game movie adaptations. I just think it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be fucking February. It's going to be good and cold. I want to know how many of you Sega go-hards, because I'm a Sega go-hard. I want to know how many of my fellow Sega go-hards are going to come out for Sonic. And you better. You fucking better. This is the first time that a major studio said, we heard your bitching and moaning. We don't want to tank this. We would rather spend more money in our video FX department. All right, we'd rather pony up that additional budget and correct that shit and maybe do some reshoots instead of literally having a fucking bomb. Because, otherwise, it could totally be like this latest Terminator. At this point, come on, Arnold's in a fucking wheelchair still fighting these fucking machines with shotguns. Cut the bullshit. Robots don't get old. Fuck you. Look, I get it that sometimes I get myself worked up. Look, I get it, man. I gotta look at what else I have. I left out a bunch of shit I was supposed to say. I'm also looking forward to the Mandalorian. All right? All these Star Wars nerds, okay? The end of the trilogy that you so far have been lukewarm about is going to finally end. But guess what? The Mandalorian finally has his own show. And it's not the Fets or anybody like that. Look, I'm going to watch it for no other reason than the simple fact that Chubbs is in it. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and keep it a band with you. That alone is what makes Disney Plus worth it for me. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So that, Jungle Book, other shit like it. So, I'm just calling it for what it is. But, otherwise, the most beautiful thing about these pods, I've been making them nice, short, and sweet. I feel like I just threw a lot at you right now, and it was so very little. Even this pod itself, we're almost at 10 minutes, and that feels like I want to be able to share more. But guess what, bitch? It's not going to happen in this format, okay? Not on these sort of platforms. You're going to have to listen for the extended cuts. And then, I don't know, maybe then you'll get something which you maybe like. I don't know. What do you guys say out there in the audience? What do you think? All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next part. Speaking of which, I finally finished The Outer Worlds this week. And I have to tell you, if you're a fan of Fallout, BioShock, Borderlands, maybe a little bit of Firefly, any of that sort of sci-fi genre, if you will, you're gonna love the Outer Worlds. You just are. And the thing is, I went into this first play trying to be the hero, because I never like when it comes to the idea of a story, like, you know, based on what you decide to do. I never like going in first as the asshole. I like to do that after the first playthrough, because when I know, hey, if I'm a dick to this person, just shoot them in the fucking face, then I know, nothing's gonna happen to me. I remember this storyline. Who gives a fuck? Because the next playthrough, I'm gonna be a complete asshole, because it was just a very dialogue-heavy based story game, and that's just something I look forward to. I would have easily done Let's Plays, I would have done streams, whatever the case may be, but I mean, what do you really want from me? What do you guys really want from me out there? I mean, this is the 25th episode of this here podcast. I'm slowly but surely approaching the 1 year mark. When I get to the 1 year mark, I'm going to literally have like a whole production. I'm going to have like a nice little camera assistant right there who's going to be there. I mean, I already kind of have one now. I'm just trying to go ahead and continue to show that their level of importance right now, considering how early they are in the project, is minimal at best. But I literally say that to say that, you know, I just look forward to continuing to roll these sort of things out and sort of get genres and different flavors. Listen, I've already been bogged down so far. This year feels like it was such a fucking blur. I feel like I'm now catching my breath, but then doing it because I know 2020 is going to be even more of me. Even more. So, that feels pretty good. And fuck, I didn't even catch up on the latest Rick and Morty. I want to know you guys' thoughts on this shit. Listen, for all you fucks, you 500 plus motherfuckers that I follow out there, and you also follow me, like, let's go. Let's band together. Let's really share these thoughts and these ideas upon all this nerd shit. Because otherwise, it's just trapped within the four spaces of, like, the four walls of my skull. And then I just spit it all out here in this form of the video and audio medium. So I look forward to getting your ideas of what you thought about the latest season of Rick and Morty. I'm going to catch up on this shit right after this. And then from there, I got a lot of catching up to do. I still got to put a whole foot in the ass to COD, because I hear it's nothing but a bunch of you fucking campers. So I hope you got a motherfucking blanket and some suntan lotion, because I'm going to put fire to your ass when I fucking see you. Because all I'm about are melees and shotguns. You sniper bitches, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to fuck you up in your cunt pussy. So, I say all of that because I've reached a very interesting part of this podcast, and that is the conclusion. So, thank you for tuning into this podcast. I'm your very much esteemed and privileged host, Imani Wilson. Please take this time to go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button or clicking the notification bell on YouTube, like, commenting, and sharing among you and yours, and also hitting the subscribe button anywhere in which you listen to this podcast, be it on Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple's Podcasts, anywhere in which you listen to your favorite podcast. When you search Bombastic with Imani Wilson. Thank you as always. I'll see you next week. Stay nerdy. We out.